all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And then something it was out of the back. Watashi tachi wa sorera wasurete buseki shimasu. It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night. Fighting over shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Biggles Breakdown. My name is Biggles, and I am sick. I have like 5 things wrong with me, and the meds are messing me up. But
I thought Juan Soto would have made you feel better.
Dude, I didn't even watch today's game, and they scored like 10 runs. So I need to.
It sounds like you're a curse, Biggles.
I know. I got.
You're the reason that the Mets get demolished.
Yeah, maybe every time I watch the game, they lose. That's happened more often than not this year. But where are we? Oh, we're at the Biggles Breakdown. I'm sorry.
You really are fucked up on them meds, huh?
Yeah. Late and gay. Hello. Yes. Hello, Marcel. Hello, Jeremy Turner. Chunk, who said I was gay? You're gay for asking me if I'm gay. Okay. I'm joined by Kawaii Crimson.
Hello, howdy. Good evening, everyone. I'm here to talk about Big Jigglies and who the best waifu of the season is. That's all that matters.
And then Little Chad is here.
I'm here to say that after this week's episode of Ruri Rocks, we know exactly who the best waifu of the season is.
Me.
Well, don't spoil it. I mean, come on, man. You gotta at least have, some entertainment for the chat. Like,
I am by far.
No, I'm sure the chat will have some crazy thoughts about like somebody who's not a graduate student who's being wholesome and mentoring people. Like that's gonna be the way it should go.
Nagi isn't Goa. What are you talking about? They had a whole episode where they fought over her. There's no episodes where they fight over Nagi.
Oh, I actually have a really funny story about that. I don't know if you heard what I was talking about on Saturday, but I was catching up Saturday, and my brother walks in while I'm watching that beach episode, and
nice.
it like almost immediately cuts over to like one of the shots of Goa's cleavage, and he like very audibly just goes, "Jesus!"
Younger brother?
Yes, my younger brother.
Nice.
I only have the one.
Oh, I didn't know if he was older or younger, but that's hilarious.
No, he's younger, and we call him Twink because he's a twink.
Poor kid.
We'll just ignore the fact that he has had multiple girlfriends.
It doesn't mean anything. All right.
Yeah, I mean, look at you. Wait, I didn't know if you had a girlfriend or anything. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, I have talked about how my ex-girlfriend has stabbed me before, so.
Well, shit. That probably explains your distrust of women. Okay.
Right. Okay. But Rui Rocks. Little Chad said we had to talk about Rui Rocks first, so we're talking Rui Rocks.
After Sunday's episode, this is kind of like the big hot thing that was, on the list to talk about. Like, how can you not talk about like there was some dedication to jiggle physics in this latest episode. That was the thing that caught my eye. I mean, the maid uniform, obviously great. Like all the different outfits and everything. I already made my post about how she's the hottest chick of the season, and she doesn't even need lewd scenes to do it. But holy crap, are they dedicated to just sticking to the jiggles, dude? Like, I don't think they missed it a single time in this episode.
When she tried on the maid uniform, and there was just the subtle bounces.
Check it. She had
the
ability.
Also, when Amari was complaining about her getting wet and changing into the same outfit, and they had that subtle flash to the wet T-shirt or wet shirt. It's just not. They're doing it at such an elevated level. It's I don't even know how to describe it. There.
Well, I mean, there's that. it was also very interesting to see that she's just like that. Nagi is just completely okay with like, yeah, you know what? Let's rock it in the maid uniform and everything. Let's just go for it.
I like Nagi
Um,
was like, yeah, this will work great.
mhm.
Crack a
But
stone.
Oh,
you
dude.
know, a series is getting popular. I encountered my first NSFW dojin with this girl in it today in the wild. So it's definitely gaining traction in a certain. There is fan art everywhere of her in the maid uniform.
Well,
This is an episode that hit.
I would say it was very good episode of the year, except it was only to be matched by Goa.
No, go with look. I know
You're
you love
trying
your Dami
so
mommy,
hard.
but
You're trying so hard to make that a thing.
Look at her! Look at her! See her
I
behind
still,
Nagi? Hold on. Oh, now we can't see her. Damn it! I have failed us.
it will. The other thing is this episode was just a nice, pleasant episode. Like they have the subtle messages about, and I thought this was funny. Hey, all you protesters who think dams are bad, f off. They save people's lives. So
Can we talk about how Boxo got fucked and is now in Ruby Rocks? It's a crossover. Boxo has been defeated. Oh, and there was also a kaiju alert. I heard it. I heard the alarm. They said it was a typhoon, but it sounded like a kaiju alert to me.
yeah, and I mean when they're searching for the opals, and they get to that super opal pond, and they're all just, and the animation is just, it was so warm and upbeat and happy, and it was just people having a nice time. This is the kind of show where you just have a smile when you're done because it was a nice, pleasant show, and you're just happy watching it.
Did I not see
Well,
it?
I mean, there's that, yeah, but also like this show is like without a doubt one of the best animated shows of this season. Like everything that Bind has done with this series over the course of summer is just great. Like they clearly are not skimping on anything that they're doing with this. And I really enjoy that. It didn't need the animation, but they decided that they were just gonna, go all out and be like, that show for like autistic people who like
Found
rocks.
it.
Yeah, let's just make sure that we like perfectly animate all the jiggle physics every single episode and like make everything really well done. Clearly, whoever is in charge of the project really, really likes rocks because they wanted this one to succeed.
There's that.
Like they cared, unlike certain other series this week.
I don't know what series you're talking about.
Oh, well,
I didn't
we'll
watch
get
a
to
lot
it.
of them.
We'll get to
Oh,
it.
yeah. Okay. The one I haven't seen yet. Okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is the overlooking one. Now, for those of you that don't know, there is a scene in this episode that I will share in just a second. Sorry, I accidentally didn't save it, so I didn't have it in my thing. So this scene right here, Rui is jumping up and down, like super excited to go look for these opals. And this is basically me after I take the meds. I'm like cracked out of my mind, like I'm fucking on meth for like 45 minutes. And then I die down and I get like super sick. But I'm like Rui in the scene where I'm like, she's like, what the fuck? So I had to include this picture.
But
But
like a few more thoughts that I have on this one. Like, yeah, we have the cool like FU environmental protesters. The dams are here to actually save people's lives and everything. I think it was nice that like Ruri was out there like, oh yeah, like you should come along, mineral hunt with us because she knows that Shoko would like wants to go with them on a trip. Go out to see what's going on with all that. So like them being friends is a nice little touch. But again, we're all, sitting here watching Nagi because that's what we all came for.
hey, look, little Chad, you see the thing that it's still there. But I guess it wasn't attached to her pants. I guess it was on her backpack the whole time. your little
Her
bell.
ass.
No,
I think
bell.
I think they actually like added some sound effects for the bell as they're walking in this one. Like you
Did
can hear
they?
it ringing. Yeah.
But we'll have to go.
You know, it's funny because she acts like she's aloof, but she put a literal bell on her so people will turn around and look at her ass.
I mean, look at that ass though.
You gotta bait them when you can.
Like
I really loved the line when they're going to the cafeteria and she's staying in the maid outfit, and Amari's like, "There's going to be a lot of people happy she's doing this."
Amari knows what's up. She was literally like you like knew immediately like your lack of fashion sense is a crime against humanity.
And then I thought it was funny how Show stayed around to try to like, all right, now they're gone. Maybe I can try on the fashiony outfits too. So
No, the bell is for
Yes.
snake bros. Really? I just carry a big stick and smack the shit out of them. We got giant.
do
antlers.
snakes appreciate Nagi's ass? Like,
I
is
guess
it-
so. They're probably staring too.
I think it's more so the fact that like the snake is less likely to attack you if it knows you're there, because if you startle the fucking thing, it's gonna try and bite you.
All right. Can we talk about how Seto has the little Nagi maid doll? Where did she get that? And where did Rui get those balloons?
Where did she get that so that I can get one for myself?
We need this doll, okay? We need this doll. Snakes will flee sound, correct, Crimson. I don't
Well,
know,
I
man.
just-
We just beat the shit out of them with giant ass sticks here.
I just know that when it comes to dealing with wild animals, depending on like in most cases, just not sneaking up on them is good enough to not get attacked. With bigger predators like bears and mountain lions and shit, you should probably carry some sort of firearm or pick some other method to deal with them. But
RPG.
an RPG versus a bear, that would be a good. It's like that time they blew up that whale on the beach.
I don't
That went
remember
over
that
well.
Rui rocks. The sundress. Can we talk about the sundress?
We can talk about all of the outfits.
Yes,
They all
yeah.
look great.
They're all. I mean, those buttons are doing some work.
They're they are they're like Spider-Man out here trying to stop that fucking train. You know the meme where he's like up front.
Well, those buttons did work better than Saika's buttons in Ugly Mug Fighter this week.
Oh yeah, that was funny. And then they've cut to the poor girl Reese. She's just like, no,
But
not
they
a
were
problem
both
for me.
they were both kind of sad that like one was sad that it like broke.
Psycho
because
wasn't
of
sad.
the-
She was happy. She was laughing, and the other girl was sad
Was
because
she didn't look
in
like she was
Japan,
laughing.
in Japan, they can still make a girl feel sad for being not
What
as
is
equipped.
better fan service this season, Marin or Nagi? Nagi, all day, every day.
It's really going to depend on what they do with this next episode for My Dress Up Darling. They're finally getting to one of my favorite scenes. In that manga, and it really depends on whether they're actually just gonna go full bore with it or if they're gonna tone it down, because I'm pretty sure this is the only like scene like this in the entire manga.
Oh, are we going to do it? Yeah.
We ended in the middle of it. There's still the misunderstanding. Marion thinks that Gojo's getting ready to go at her.
Yeah, which is hilarious because he's just like, I need an energy drink. I won't be staying the night if I'm awake.
This is one of my favorite parts of the manga. So it's really going to depend on how they go at it next week. But right now, I would
How
say
they go at it.
Well, how they go about it, I should say it like that. Nagi so far has provided the most fan service. Easy.
And she's not even trying.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what
not
makes it
even going
great.
full lewd with it. It's just she's just naturally hot.
She's got like super
just-
tight
yeah.
clothes on too.
I'd love to have more anime where just the character is just hot, and that's that's the fan service you get.
Yeah. You don't need any inappropriateness. I think that's all of them, right? We've got this is the best picture. I just love how she's just like, let me pull out the hammer and check.
Like Biggles is like, let me analyze the squat and the positioning, and clearly she's good to go.
I wish I was that rock.
She just got finished. She just got finished bouncing up and down, checking it out. Goes, pulls out the thing and just hammers. And the girls are like, "What?" And I think this makes like the picture even better. Is these two? Like, oh man, this show.
I love everyone fangirling about her in this episode too. It's just great. I feel so justified in all of my gooning now.
It is still funny that where Rory and Joka still have the argument. It's like, we should go see Nagi. It was like, I thought we should ask Amari this question.
Yeah, they're still fighting. They're fighting. I love how they fight over who's best girl between the two.
This show knows what's up.
All right, let's stay on this train. I didn't take any screenshots because I didn't have time. So let's go ahead and switch over to the beach episode of Shy Hero. And I really wish I had taken the pictures. Let's see.
Are you talking about how Goa subtly made Anemone her fight for her?
Yeah. But I love how he like just sees Goa and like the B rank adventurer jumps down and it's just like,
Bro saw
Look,
Goa
I
and it
need
was
you.
immediately like, oh!
yeah, right? It's go time.
He had the exact
Oh.
same reaction my brother had with this show. Just Jesus.
Yeah. He's just like, hello. Like, man, this dude, this like B rank adventurer is kind of fucking hilarious throughout the entire episode. And he's like, well, I'd only do this event if it's worth it. Who wants a towel? And then like Go is like, you can get me, yay! And then all the guys are like, screw the towel, we want Goa. And I was just like, yes, I
mean,
agree.
I'm 100% on board with that. Like, who gives a shit about a towel?
Stop to say hi and show support, but at work. Catch you guys next time. All right, cool, dude. I think. Oh man, isn't there a con this week? Wasn't I supposed to be at a con this week? I'm too fucked up to go. But
Dragon Con, wasn't that this past weekend?
well, no, that's not here. There's a con that's in like I think it's the Sheridan or something, or something downtown. Maybe it's not the Sheridan. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I forgot what one it is, but it's in a hotel. Anatomy also gave great fan service, though. Loved it, dude. So we got the whole like their whole fighting or whatever, and oh man, I don't want to get to that part first. But she's like, I will just pass him out, like get him to pass out, and she gets she has her first kissing Toto that we find out later. And she's like, that doesn't count. She just had to like, she kisses him on the cheek. He passes out, drops the watermelon, loses. And then he has to go, or she has to fight the B rank adventurer. And he like rips her swimsuit. And she's like, what the fuck? And just punches him square in the face. And he goes, why?
And then you get the flashback and realize that it was Goa setting that up.
Now, did she use her manipulation on her? Is that what it was? When she touched the shoulder? Or she was
No, she basically put a little cut into the bathing suit so that it would rip.
Oh, I missed that. I'm going to have to rewatch it. I was too busy checking out her boobs, probably.
I mean, as most men probably were.
I don't even think I read the subtitles of this episode. Man, I literally got back from urgent care. They told me there was 5 things wrong with me. I watched this episode and I was like, guys, I don't care if I lose my hearing. I'll just rewatch this over and over again. Like,
Biggles like texts the doctor. I am pleased to inform you that something works and works as intended after watching this episode.
Listen, I may no longer have my hearing if this doesn't heal, but at least I can get an erection. You know, where that's where we were going. Like,
I'd rather not talk about
have you
Biggles' erection anymore.
Have you seen Bad Boys 2, where he's like, "Call the wife. I got an erection." You know, that's basic. Call, go. I'm ready. But I like how she's like, "You have to fight for me," and then it just reuses the animation of her sitting there and going up from the back, and you're like, oh. Or what about the Doulahan at the end, where they're like, "Wait, you're a Doulahan? You have no head? Like, how do you know who I am? Like,
Why are you working with some random nobody adventurer?
yeah, why do you? Yeah." But we'll see where that goes. But this was a fun episode. I did not expect this to be that much fun. But hey, we've gotten random episodes where they just change a whole bunch of clothes, and we get like fan service that way. And then we get this one where they're like, "Yay, swimsuits!" And then we get this weird ass wrestling with watermelons, like.
Yeah, this show is just throwing everything at the wall as just like an excuse to do the sexy stuff.
But you know what? I like how Anemome's like, "Wait, did they forget we're supposed to kill him?" Because now the girls are like, "Yay, fishing! Yay, I love you, Toto!" Like, they're like, "Who wants to kill this guy now?"
As
like,
if she isn't in the running for liking him the most, you know.
Well, Goa clearly likes him the most, especially after that episode where he's like, "I can't be a dog for you. I have to protect you. I could never hate you." And she's like, "Hero boy, let me rub my titties against your arm."
I wish some woman would, sandwich my arm between her boobs.
Well, we can make it happen. We'll find a way.
I mean, I could make it happen. I'm just not paying for it.
I can make it happen without paying for it.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be renting a girlfriend and not getting that.
Yeah.
After spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But it's okay because it's acceptable there. Okay. Let's stick with the dressing up. Culture exchange with
as far as this one goes, I don't know how I feel about it anymore because like this latest episode was just kind of like weird to me. Like
I know, even the girls were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Like the dude didn't even think twice about like, I just got invited to a middle schooler's birthday party. Maybe I shouldn't do this. And he's like, he's not just the only dude at this party, but straight up just a college dude at a middle school girls party. I'm just like, normally I don't complain about
British
fiction.
Mother.
Yeah, the mother is, I don't know what she's on. Like any normal mother would be like, all right, this is a little weird.
Maybe that is normal for the British after with what's going on there now, you know?
Oh yeah, they are kind of pretty used to being used and abused like that, aren't they?
They're like, "Yes, at least this one's Japanese." You know?
Well, fuck, don't sound racist.
I guess, man.
It'll be much easier for you to gain citizenship in this country if you hook a Japanese man into marriage.
So
no, but like that whole thing just kind of was like, all right, like it would be one thing if we were like specifically focusing on like Lily and like her friends doing stuff, but this weird like romance thing she's got for Renji is just, I don't know, kind of like sketching me out a bit.
I almost think he's too retarded to like
So logistically he would be Max I mean, minimum, probably 17 or 18 to be in college if he's a first year.
Mhm.
And if she's in middle school, the absolute maximum age she could be if she's last year of middle school is like 14.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's, I mean,
It's not a huge age gap. It's just the
it's
time
the
period at which
cultural
they're
gap. Like, yeah, there's a big difference between being 28 with a 24-year-old and being 17 with a 14, like being a college
being.
and being in college and being in middle school. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, to be fair, the last year of middle school in Japan is the equivalent of freshman year of high school, but it's still weird when you knew girls in high school who were like freshmen. If they were like, I'm dating a college guy, you'd be like,
Whoa.
that's not fair,
Yeah,
legal.
yeah, 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 yeah.
15 will get you 20, buddy.
15 will get you 20. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay. So I have a question. Can you guys see the cursor? Does the cursor show up on here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Are these supposed to be the Tweedles?
No, don't you? In Alice in Wonderland,
Okay,
there was the March Hare and there was the mouse at the Mad Hatter Tea Party.
uh, I don't remember anything about Alice in Wonderland. I only watched it one time. This is the White Rabbit, right?
White
This
Rabbit
is
with the watch. That's the
this
Mad
is the
Hatter.
Mad Hatter. Is this supposed to be the cat?
I was about
That's
to say
the
that's
Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess those are Tea Party people, and then she's Alice.
She's Alice and he's the koala
I
that she
know
just wants him
that
to.
that was the best. That he was just the koala. I have to say, what until they said you're Alice in Wonderland, I didn't know. Did Alice have bunny ears?
That's a bow, not bunny
Uh,
ears.
That's
Like you know how Petra dresses up in ReZero, how she has the bow? It's the exact
Uh-huh.
same thing.
Yeah, but this looks like bunny ears, while the other one
I
actually
think you're
looks like
too
a
hopped
bow.
up on drugs to know what you're talking about.
Maybe when I saw these, I
We're
was like,
supposed to be nice to him today, Crimson.
listen. When I was
Right. I'm sorry, I forgot.
when I was watching this, I was like, is that supposed to be the Tweedles? I thought they had the little hat with the spinny thing. I was like, I think they fucked up.
You'd think that you would have noticed that it was a teapot on the little mouse ear girl's head.
I didn't
to
notice
thi-
that, so you just said that right now.
That's like the most like standout detail of this.
I just saw the top.
Aside from the fact that there is just a 20-year-old dude with all of these 14-year-old girls.
So my favorite is actually like Kaga with the bubble gum the whole time. Like I don't think she didn't have a bubble the whole time, and then she's
Gamer
the Mad
girl,
Hatter,
yes.
right? I thought it was great. But let's go.
Like
back.
I still enjoy this show. It's just I wish when it comes to the romance angle about it, like normally I'm not one to like complain about this kind of stuff, but like it's not like I don't have my own issues with some of these things.
Mhm.
It's like you have best girl kendo chick, why not use her?
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say the easy way to solve this problem is if you invited the college girl to the same
Mhm.
party, and then him and her were effectively like the big brother, big sister to the girls at the party, and then it's not nearly as problematic as it
So
would be. And they already introduced her. She already has a relationship with her. It would be perfectly reasonable to have her at this party.
so um, I was going to say before I actually watched this episode, because last week seemed like Renji was just becoming a background character, and it was all about Lily's friends. And then when they were like, "Oh, it's that day coming up," and I was like, "Oh, maybe it's like a birthday or something," and then it shows up to be a birthday, and like all her friends are there, and she just kind of ignores them all and just like Renji, 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 and like, what the fuck, lady? Like, you invited all your friends, and you're just like uh, being super weird to Renji. That even your friends call you out. They're like, I know he likes her, but now it's just they're flirting. Like what the fuck are they? What's it's bad
Okay.
when like the two middle schoolers are calling you out.
Can There's also another obvious thing. Do you know the history of Lewis Carroll and Alice and in the real world in real history?
No, I don't. I don't know jack shit
This
about
sounds
that.
like it's gonna get really fucked up here really quick.
It is Lewis Carroll. He was a mathematician, a math professor in college. He was an
Well,
older man,
yeah. Well,
and
what I knew about it was basically he wrote under a pen name to avoid the scrutiny of it all
yeah, and
because he was.
he was known for having unhealthy obsessions with young girls,
Dun, dun, dun.
specifically the girl who was the inspiration for Alice.
Wasn't it his like niece or something?
Yeah, which is why I don't know if they're. I know that Alice in Wonderland is really popular in Japan, especially in use in anime.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it almost makes the choice even worse when you know the history of Alice in Wonderland. When you're putting Renji in there and he's like, "You're," it's almost like you're the real Alice. And getting all excited is like, oh, that's a little bit of Lewis
To
Carroll
be fair,
vibes.
though, there are some like differences there. So, like a little bit of history again for some like manga context and stuff here. The creator of Rurouni Kenshin was found guilty on charges of possessing wild corn. If you get my drift,
Ah,
he's still an
perfect.
artist. You
And
want to know? You want to know what his punishment was?
had to write this.
A $2,000 fine.
Eh, sounds like a something that would happen in Japan.
So it's not like it's a one-to-one thing. Now, mind you, this is just possession. It's not like he produced it or distributed it. And there were some issues with loopholes in the law that Japan has been dealing with for a little while when it comes to just possession. Either way, the dude had some not good stuff on his computer. He's still around, so like
That's fucked, man. All right, but yeah, this episode got weird, but I enjoyed the cosplay, and I had no idea who half of them were. I just thought it was funny with the bubble
I
gum and
I really like the more wholesome elements of like Lily and her friends, and like being able to like go play games and stuff and hang out. I like that element. And even just having Renji as like a friend, it's like someone older who's sort of like looking out for her. I
mhm,
wouldn't mind that. It's just this really like weird thing where she is
obsessed.
constantly trying to flirt with him and he is like for his part, he is doing his best to like avoid it, but he just doesn't seem to be doing it well enough because how do you end up at a 14-year-old girl's birthday party as the only dude there?
I don't know. Uh, I have
That,
been
that
to a party where there was a bunch of girls, but I was literally there because I had to drive my niece there, and then I left. But I don't remember. I think I just talked to the parents the whole time. I don't even know what the party was. It might have been a birthday party, and then when it was ready to go, I drove my niece home. Uh, you can't be hanging out with all the girls, Reggie. Uh, you guys should watch Bunny Drop. I don't
oh,
know
I
what that
know
is.
about this one. I know about this one. Look, like I said, I have my own complicated feelings about like fiction and stuff that makes you uncomfortable. That one is another one that makes even me uncomfortable, and there are a lot of things that I'm actually willing to tolerate when it comes to fiction.
Dun,
Um,
dun, dun.
and to sum it up, basically, dude marries a girl that he basically raised like she was his daughter.
That
Wait,
sounds like
wait, what? What are we
something that
talking about?
that's that's isn't that how what's it called then? If it's for my daughter,
If it's
I
for
mean,
my daughter, I'd even
yeah,
defeat the demon lord.
yeah.
Yes,
Isn't
it's the
that how
same
that
thing.
ends too? Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and it's fiction, so it's not like I think it's something that should be criminal. It's just one of those things where it kind of makes me uncomfortable to hear about these stories being out there.
Oh, so maybe that's based off the Alice in Wonderland guy then, right? This is what we were talking about. Yeah. Okay. Uh, all right.
Wait, so
Let's.
wait, is an anime or is this
It's
a
a
I don't know.
manga?
manga.
I don't know.
Manga. Okay.
I've always heard it referred to as Usagi drop, but they're just not translating bunny into English.
Well, it says watch, so it's got to be like an anime at least.
There
Or
is there's probably an anime for it at some point, but
All right. Since this one had cosplay, let's go to
Either
it.
way, like I have my limits on things that I will be like, you know what, whatever, and just ignore. And you
Everybody
start
left.
getting like you
We
start getting
killed the
into
chat.
shit like this, and I'm like, all right, let's pump the brakes here. Let's pump the brakes.
Let's get back to cosplays that everybody loves. My dress up darling. Yay. All right. So do we want to jump right back into the end, or do we want to like go through the whole thing?
I just love how the one middle scroll little sister just absolutely crushes the domineering older sister when she's like just like looking at her and she's like, fine, I'll do it.
Shinju.
Yeah, that was Marin Katagawa. She wanted me to do a cosplay. You're doing it? For what? Coffin? Oh my god, I love that.
And she's like, okay, fine, we'll go. I'll do
The
it.
older
Calls her
sister
back.
was just like, I can't tell her no now.
Yeah, man. Every like as someone who has never been able like to tell my niece no, like I do whatever, like ask me whatever, okay, I'll do it. uh I understand Juju. She's like, that's how you say your name, right? Juju.
Juju's her cosplay name, I believe. Yes.
Okay, yeah. And she's just like, I'll call her back, I'll do it. This is the nun episode, right, where they're all like, well, she shows up in the nun cosplay, so uh
No, well, this is the tail end of them like getting ready to do the group cosplay.
mhm.
Um, and sorry, I am a little frazzled here for a second. Let's close that out and stop dealing with that bullshit. Yeah, they're doing the group cosplay, and Gojo is going over to Maureen's place to actually play the game, and he ends up staying a little too late, and then the train's shut down. So she decides to leverage her position to get Gojo to stay over. And now we're getting close to one of my favorite parts of the whole series.
So I love how they go to the thing, and he's like, oh, this is the energy drink from the game that he drinks, right? And he's like,
he notices it. He's like, oh, yeah, I didn't realize that this was real. And then it dawns on him, you can't sleep over at a girl's house if you never sleep.
right?
He's
So
just like,
it's such a
Gojo using all 3 brain cells.
I
just
mean, to
fucking
be
talk.
fair, it's like exactly if you're like a 15-year-old dude, 16-year-old, it's like, how can I logic my way into thinking that it's okay for me to be there overnight?
right.
If I don't sleep, I'm not sleeping with her. Holy shit, that's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, that has gone through my head a lot when I was younger. Like, how do I? Oh no, it's okay, right? Like, as long as I didn't go in a room, right? So we're okay, right?
This sounds like one of those like really like hokey excuses that people would use to, like oh no, we didn't have sex, because we weren't moving.
What?
You've never heard of that one?
No.
Okay, then just forget about it. Either way, it's one of those things where like he gets the idea and he's like, I don't plan on sleeping tonight. And of course, Maureen, having even fewer brain cells, all one of them fires off and is just like, holy shit, he's gonna fuck me.
Well, the funny thing is, like, he is literally like this, looking down at a whole thing of energy drinks, and over here, like to the side, there is like, I'm guessing they're condoms.
Yes, it's all the condoms and stuff.
Right? And she's like looking over there, and he's looking over here, and she's like, "Oh, he's clearly getting condoms." And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, girl?" And he's like, "Are we going to do it?" Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
The best part is she's like totally like, okay, just let me get in the headspace here. Just hold on, let me calm down, okay.
Well, the funny thing is, what did she ask him? And he's like, "Well, I don't plan on sleeping tonight."
And she said, "Are you really going to buy that?" And he's like, "Well, I don't plan on sleeping tonight."
Yeah, and she's like, "We're gonna So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Poor Gojo. He's going to have one awkward situation, and we know how he is as a man. So he's going to be like super shy about it, and probably like probably like Tanjiro when
You're overlooking the
it's
obvious that this is a man who's never drank an energy drink,
oh
and
yeah,
he got like the most hardest core of hardcore energy drinks.
he's going to be
He's
cracked.
going to have a lot of up and down related to that energy drink.
uh,
Just never drink two of them in the same night. It is a big mistake.
oh man, I can't even have a sip of them.
I don't drink energy drinks for a very specific reason. And it's because I had a really bad experience with them and thought my heart was going to stop.
Oh yeah, if I drink a whole one, I have to go like see a doctor. So like I can't have caffeine, so I just have a sip. But yeah, so what were we? Are we going to do it? Yeah. So
So yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the manga. And like I said, I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with this one. I suspect they will tone it down and you won't see as much.
oh okay.
But if they go like full on, like one for one with the manga, I will be genuinely impressed. And of course, that's going to upset a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, whatever. That's what happens in a coming of age slice of life. Yeah, two in short periods of times make me need to drink a lot of water to filter it out ASAP. Yeah, I can't have any energy drinks. But it's so funny that he's just like looking at the energy drinks and like a couple of spaces over are condoms and she's just like, "Oh, he's clearly looking at the condoms." Like, what the fuck is wrong with you fucking
Can I
retarded?
also ask how they set up their stores in Japan? Because why in the F are energy drinks immediately next to condoms?
Well, you
I
need your
mean,
energy to keep it
Why
up.
aren't they refrigerating the energy drinks?
yeah, it's because
Well,
you
they
could
sell some warm, don't they?
not in non-communist countries.
Oh, whatever.
Biggles must return to glorious USSR.
In Soviet Russia, the energy drinks cool themselves. Okay.
In
Uh,
Soviet Russia, energy drink you.
that too. All right, let's go to another one that kind of has changes of clothes. Dealing with the Mikadona sisters is a breeze. Have you ended up catching up on this at all, little Chad?
No, I decided to just wait to binge it.
Oh man, this is so good. I watched a little bit of the dub. It says I've watched the dub 4 times now, but I fall asleep after each episode, so it just runs all the way through. Uh, Miwa is like, "How do you like my drip?" And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" But like, other than like 3 lines, uh, it's not been a bad translation. And you is like BT dubs. I was like, okay, I know what that means because I know a lot of stupid people. But
Yeah, I haven't been watching the dub for this one mostly because I enjoy the voices for the
oh, the sub's really good.
for the characters. And one of the problems I have generally is with male characters, I don't have so much of a problem with how they're voiced in English. I have more of a problem with like female characters being voiced in English. Like the difference between Freerin, sub, and dub, and the difference like that one's not so bad, but the difference between Monica, sub, and dub in the Silent Witch,
Mhm.
I can't do it. And yeah, Marcel's explanation there, if that's the case, if these are like blue pill infused energy drinks, that would explain exactly why Maureen was having the whole freak out.
Oh, so these were like a blue pill energy drink?
liquid Viagra or something like that. You know.
I think
Hold
that's-
on.
I
Is
think
that
that's the name of
Crimson?
the
Since you've read it, is that where we're going with those being energy drinks specifically designed to embiggen the prospects of romance?
I'll let you wait until next week to figure that one out.
So that explains. Well, now she's going to be like, "Well, why did you buy the condoms?" Like, all right, but back to this one.
Is our relationship at the point where he doesn't need them? Is it? Are we that far along? Are we getting married?
Did you see me in my swimsuit?
Are you going to take responsibility?
uh, okay, but so they go to the amusement park because you wins a bet. I think, right? Is that what happens? And like you like calls out their dad. Like he takes the phone from Nico when he's on the phone with the dad. And she's like, she needs a break sometimes so she can perform better, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, well, she did win. So, okay, give her back the phone now. And then she's like, you can take a break. And then they go to the amusement park. And they all try to make you swoon because now all three girls are like, I love you. Right? So it's not a love triangle, it's a love square or something.
No, this is just a harem.
A love rhombus. Well, there's no harem yet. He hasn't acted on it because he's too fucking retarded.
Hold on. You can't use that because in 99.9% of harem anime, the argument that there's no harem because he hasn't acted on it is true for every single one of them.
Not
we
every
have
single one
we
of
have
them. Have
the
you watched
aloof-
what is it? Farming Life in Another World or whatever, where he has 100
Themes,
wife
harem,
and bangs all
school.
Uh-oh, he's looking it up. He's asking the harem themes. No, but it's a love rhombus.
Stop.
A love
I
quadrilateral.
am going to rescind being nice to you if you do not stop invoking love triangles. I will make sure you do not recover your hearing.
They're all fighting over him. And they're all sisters. And in the end, best girl wins because well, realistic hero was confirmed a harem because he's married to all of them. He's like, I have all you bitches.
So I'm going to be honest, that's one of the things I enjoyed about, what was it, last season, where it was like middle-aged guy reincarnated
The shopper, online shopper
into and like, yeah, where he's an online shopper where
where he's
he's
just
like
fucking everyone.
where he like, yeah, is like, oh, the girl at the inn was like, all right, I'll let you have a room, but you got to do this to pay for it. And he's like, well, twist my arm. And then
The
Well,
cat girl
if
just
I
keeps
got
showing up at
he's
his
just like,
life all the
and then
time.
he's got to explain it. Well, she kept showing up and she kept rubbing against me. And you know, what was I supposed to do? Like, say no? And then we get to the part, was it in the castle, where it's the queen and she's like, I'm making my maid available to you. And he's like, fine, I guess if I have to, I'll do this, but I'm not happy about it.
Well, that's one of the things is if you guys are familiar with he's a writer by the name of Brandon Varnell. He put out a post at one point where he was just like, "There's no point in having a harem if your main character doesn't get with all of the girls at some point."
Yeah. Why have a harem unless you're just going to get rid of all of them? Have them all die in a tragic
This
accident
is
and
why
best
the
girl
100
wins.
Girlfriends is peak romance.
Yeah, because he actually loves every single one of them and they love him.
I'm really pissed because it told me the next volume of that manga comes out today, and then it delayed it to tomorrow.
Those fucking cocksuckers, I hope they
You
get
deny me my fucking 100 Girlfriends. We riot, boys.
Wait, I thought I usually get the memo for 100 Girlfriends on a Tuesday anyways. Did those bastards not translate it the second it came out?
No, I'm talking about like the volumes, like
of the
that are
book.
multiple chapters, not just straight up regular
Oh,
chapters.
okay. Those fucking cocksuckers. All right. So best girl wins in the end, no matter what, because she won every single member of the harem this week when she was like, I just want to eat a churro for once.
Yeah, personally, when it comes to this one, like it is Nico, Miwa, and then Kazuki somewhere down here. Like I don't really
Right.
care for her. The other two though, like Miwa at least is like
Well, again,
I enjoy her personality and everything,
she's
but
trying really hard.
Nico is the one who is best girl in the show.
Does Rentaro go a bit further than kissing later on?
Um, I don't imagine that they're going to do anything like that. They may imply it at the end of the manga, but we haven't gotten there yet. I
What
mean,
number
like one
are
of the
we on
jokes
right now?
about him is that he is the quote unquote wholesome king. So
What? He's just got crazy hoes in his hair.
and a couple of them are just like down to
They're all
fuck.
related. Yeah.
And the ones who are down to fuck are generally the adult ones too, which is even weirder.
Well, it's like, oh man. All right, but back. Let's switch over to Epic Mug. So basically, all I remember is there was a scene with Saika having trouble with her clothes on, and then it just fell off a breeze.
This one was a pretty unremarkable episode insofar as I go, especially after like the Killer Casino arc was pretty good for this one. It
I
really
think,
changed my impression of this show.
yeah, I think they were taking a step back. They have a new what was it? What do you call it? A new
Business venture.
no status quo. We've reached a new status quo. We've it revealed an antagonist that's on par power wise. We have what is it? We have another almighty god of this world.
Mhm.
We have an evil organization seeking to run people with crazy special notes and do all that. So we in turn have a pendulum swing with our protagonists where they are now creating a counter organization in the way of their business to help people with these silly special notes that they wrote in. So I think it's kind of a setup. Like we're in that like where the arc. This is the very foundational step of the new next arc, and so it's gonna, especially coming off of the absolute batshit crazy awesomeness we just got.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna come. It's gonna feel like a big letdown. But you need to have that breather. You can't keep going all balls to the wall. So it did. We did speed run a lot of world building and setup where we went like about 16 minutes in, we're like we're setting up this business, and then it's already open, established, they've got uniforms. It's just, some anime does that, but it is jarring when they do that and you don't have any of those in between steps. But it's clearly just we need to get to we've got about 5 more episodes, so the last arc of the anime season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this, like I said, this one has changed my impression of it quite a bit with how it is handled the past couple of arcs, or with the past couple of episodes. White Fox decided to actually dedicate some budget to the animation, and then we get this, which is it was an okay episode by any means. It would have been just par for the course for the rest of the series, but it comes on the tail of probably its best part yet. Um, it's nice to see though that our other almighty god is, kind of like just hanging around doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to start stirring up trouble at some point here in the near future, so I would expect that.
Well, she thinks they're
Um,
all hypocrites. I remember that.
yeah, I don't know where she came up with that idea.
Who knows?
Um, but like I mean, there were some funny parts, like you said, with the whole dress thing. It was kind of weird, like he's like dealing with his reincarnated boss in this world.
Yeah.
I do find some of the things that they do a bit anachronistic. I find it funny that Seiji like regularly manages to misunderstand what it is that Shigeru is saying. It's still a solid show. It's just like you can tell they went really hard at the last episode, and now that they're done with that, they're just kind of letting up a little bit.
Oh, there was the tomato scene. I like that. That was cute. Psycho cutting the tomatoes. They're like, you're a pro now. You should work for us. Like, that was fun. But yeah, let's go to Don because I know you guys really love that one. And
Hold on,
before
time out.
what?
You're like, oh, you guys we're some obscure crazy people
You're
for
just some
touting
crackheads
Don.
who love Don. Now, before we talk about this, I need to ask something before I go off. Can only like Momo and Okaroon and them, are they the only one who can see Evil Eye? Like, do you have to have like some kind of tune
No,
to the suit? Then why does everybody think it's or
Yes,
just know it's
only they can. You have to have spiritual powers to see Evil Eye.
okay?
So everyone who is a normal person sees just Gigi.
Okay. Because I was like, this dude doesn't even look anything like Gigi. Like, how do you, they're like, oh, Gigi.
Yeah, there are multiple scenes in this anime that like they don't say it, but if you don't have spiritual powers, you cannot see any of the things. So even when Okaroon transforms, only people who can see evil spirits and stuff can see what he looks like. To most people, he just looks like a normal dude running barefoot through the streets at like Mach 5.
Okay, just checking. Because I was like, why the fuck are they like, oh, it's Gigi. He decided to join the soccer team.
I love this episode though, where he's like, change back. No, I want more of this drink. It's delicious. Like then he sees them playing soccer. He's like, I'm gonna run over, and then he absolutely like wrecks shop, kicking that ball.
I like Gigi so much better when he's Evil Eye. If he could just be Evil Eye the whole time, I would enjoy him a lot more. Can he just be Evil Eye the entire game or entire manga or anime, please?
I mean, Evil Eye will come out a decent bit in the next several arcs. I mean, he's going to be a recurring character regardless.
Oh yeah.
But I don't have a problem with Gigi, so I don't get it. But
he's annoying as fuck, man.
You're annoying as fuck, man.
It's probably worse because it's Alex Lee, who also fucking voices Zenitsu, who fucking annoys the shit out of me too. So maybe it's me hearing Zenitsu's voice every time I hear Gigi talk, and I'm just like, ah! Like, I just want to fucking choke him. But he's not real, so I can't. But yeah.
Unfortunate for you, Biggles.
I know. I really like the part with Okaroon in the very beginning where he's like kicks Evil Eye's ass, and then he's like, I keep saying like I gotta stop doing that. I know I say that all the time, but he goes, well, you can only play with me, so you can only fight. So no fighting.
I don't bully
else.
The weak.
Yeah, I don't bully the weak. Yeah, that's what's about it. But
it was a good episode. It was kind of transitional, and if you watched the very like end cutscene for this one, you get a little bit of Bryce's character showing up here.
Yeah,
I see you, my enemy.
And I was like, oh man, what voice did you go with this? That was a weird voice from Bryce. I was like, damn.
I know, seems pretty okay to me.
Well,
I like it though. I think he's great for Quinta.
It's like in between like Inosuke, and it's more along with towards Alan than it is for Aaron. So it's like in between those a little bit. I was like, oh man. I almost didn't recognize Bryce for a second. But I knew it was Bryce playing that character. But yeah, it's a good episode. I like season 2 a lot more than I like season 1.
Because there's a lot less banana talk, so you're cool with it.
Did they mentioned the testicle in this episode, did they?
They showed it. The girls showed them the picture of the floating golden ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they showed. Okay, I just remembered the ball. Yeah, being
The
mentioned.
apartment complex ghost.
Yeah, being a testicle. Okay. Nice. His testicles are now ghosts. Okay. This fucking.
Well, people can't see what's holding the fucking ball, so they're just assuming that the ball is the ghost.
All right.
I do love the slow redemption arcs of both Granny and Evil Eye that we're getting, where just making friends, being introduced to these people is slowly and surely making them want to be a part of this team and family, making them want to do this stuff. And you're gonna see obviously Evil Eye start doing the same path where he pops out and is not just trying to kill them immediately. He's interacting with them because like Gigi, when he saw the backstory and saw it's just a scared child who wanted friends and was so abused and mistreated it got twisted, and so he just wants to you know go out and get vengeance for that. But in the end, he's going to now have friends. He's going to be able to do the things he wanted to do, and it's going to be a redeeming storyline. The only thing, because I don't read any of the manga, to figure out is if in this context, if the spirit makes peace with what was their burdens, do they move on or do they, I don't know how that works because in some storylines, when that happens, they end up passing to the next life. I don't know if Dan's going there with that.
I don't think that's an important question to answer.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So we meet his parents too, right? We meet Gigi's parents. Who
Oh,
drive the
Gigi's
truck.
mom is. We definitely
Is-
learned that that's where all the craziness comes from.
So he's not as bad once you meet his family. Maybe I'm being too hard on Gigi because his fucking voice actor, who I don't actually have a problem with when he does his chin move. All right. Well, let's talk about Clevites. All right. What can you tell me about Clevites? Because I just remember she finds out that she was made with troll strength. They jump on or they use the pink-haired witch, the magnet witch, for a ride, and then she fights Strel while the queen tries to break his weapon.
Yeah, that's pretty much the summary. And meanwhile, Clevites is on his way to the forge. So what it looks like to me is they're gonna deal with Drell, and then any subsequent seasons of this show will likely be dealing with different Dark Beast lords. Because I mean, we're already at like a pretty major confrontation here, and I do feel like it is a bit rushed in this one. Like they jumped right into that. It felt like.
Well,
Have you read any of like the manga? Is that where?
No, I'm just making an assumption on this
Okay,
one.
because I think the end of this season is the child being crowned the new king with Clevitas and her being like her bodyguard, the bodyguard and advisor. I'm assuming that his mother will live and will act as queen regent for that's going to be the status quo. Like he's in charge of this kingdom. Clevitas is guiding him like Merlin with King Arthur to grow up to be a future ruler because he made the promise, he's obligated now. And he's also now, after Drell, intrigued and trying to figure out which, because I don't think we're going to get an answer on which beast lord it is yet. The mystery will be, the next mystery for him to solve is which one was planning this and supporting Drell.
Well, we don't. Well, I don't think it's the other one that had that other guy, with the other minion that Alicia fought.
Yeah, I think she say it's either one of them? It's either the North or South Lord are the two that are left.
The
I
other
believe
two.
so.
Because I think like maybe not specifically Drell, but like the the Dark Lord that he's in fine with might be the one behind the kidnapping. So maybe we'll get a team up with Clevites and the other Dark Lord to go against the Dark Lord that went with Drell. Maybe I don't know. I want to. I'm probably going to read this manga.
I kind of want to read it too because I feel like this latest episode kind of like dropped the quality on it. Like the story felt rushed, the animation wasn't all that great. So I want to see what exactly it's like, or it was intended to be like.
Uh, but yeah, I'm liking this one. I like how she's like, I think I just heard something. I really hope those people didn't die that were guarding the forge because I kind of like that one character who was guarding the forge that fought against Drell uh, earlier. Um, I kind of hope he just like put him in like a different like pocket dimension or something like that for now, and like they'll be let go eventually. I don't know. They're probably dead.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Either way, I what I didn't expect was for like I knew Clevitas was going to use Alicia to get out of the prison.
Mhm.
Like I thought that was the obvious move there. I thought though it was going to be like one of those things where like, oh well, now I'm in my weakened state and we have to go destroy the prison so I can get all my power back. But no, he sucked most of himself out of there and just left enough to um, bamboozle whoever it is that decided to attack him.
Yeah. He's like, son of a bitch. He's like, no, I'm full power. There's just a little bit of me in there. There's just some dark icker just chilling.
So I'm kind of glad they did it that way, but I feel like because of that, a lot of what we're dealing with now is just like I said, the rush of the story. They kind of blitzed a couple of things there, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, and it's just the way that they animated certain things made it feel rushed.
I wonder what got cut or if anything did get cut, you know?
Yeah, I know. I can't even guarantee that things were cut. It may be a problem with the source material.
Mhm. So I'm excited for the fight next week or Wednesday, right?
It would be Wednesday, yes.
Yeah. I'm excited for that fight. Hopefully that has really good animation because usually when they use the weapons, they have good animation for it.
In major fights, yeah, they do tend to do pretty good with the animation. Um uh this one though, where like Alicia's initial confrontation against Darrell didn't go over so well, in my opinion.
Because of the father thing, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that, but I'm just talking about the animation.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of animation that got cut, I haven't watched the episode, but you told me all about it. So go ahead and say what's wrong with one of the animes we thought have been or like the best continuation of the season.
So the story's still good, but I have not been a fan of this series in animation, especially not after this latest episode. It's almost like someone just got up and walked away from the job in the middle of it. Because half of this episode's backgrounds are just unfinished.
Just random white spaces.
No,
No, like-
they have the 3D model that they're supposed to trace over and like do the detail work on. None of the detailing is done. And it's not even like it's a consistent half. It is like they had two teams working on different parts of it, and one team just didn't do their job. So like you'll have a scene where you'll have one shot where you're talking to one character, background's perfectly fine, everything's done. You cut to the other
Yeah.
character into the room, and everything is fucked.
So I've got an example queued right up. You see how the background
It's not even coming. What is going? What?
Yes, that is the
No.
3D. That is the sketch that they're supposed to color in over.
Now watch, I'm just gonna let it play for a second muted, and you can see as they're talking when they cut to another scene,
Yeah, this
it's
is like the
animated.
perfect- except for
Look.
the sky. The sky is not animated.
But the sky's gone.
There's
Now
just
there.
a random white spot in the background.
Now this one was my
No, keep
favorite.
going forward. There's an even better one if you
No,
go forward.
I don't know if you remember this one.
Oh yes.
The entire house is just the wireframe green sketch.
Man, what? Okay, maybe if I go and watch it, they're like, "Hey, we updated it."
This
when I watched
this scene was to me the most like the other one was bad, but this one was the most jarring because when they're cutting in and out of the home, you can see like they're going like there's no
It's not even consistent because like sometimes
'Cause
the
look, there
interior
it
is
is.
done and sometimes the
Uh-huh.
interior isn't done. Just keep
So
playing
now
it
you-
and you'll see.
So now you can see they've added the interior lighting, the background, so it's framed up, and then what he's talking, and now behind him is suddenly filled in and animated, and then when they go into the home again, now it's not.
Man,
And now it's back
that's
to the wireframe without any detail filled in.
so.
So
What
what
I
this
hear,
is, what you're seeing, Biggles, by the way, is the animation asset for a house for a room in a house where they drop it right in to the background, and you've got to add details, finish out.
so I have to say, if we did our top five uh, this week instead of last week, and we included the continuations, would after this episode, would we even want to put it in our top five?
The
I would
sad
still
part
keep it
is
in my top
the
five.
story
You
was
would?
really excellent this week. It was fantastic.
But
The
they just-
animation was dog shit.
Yeah, I've been watching this for story the whole time. Like my top five though did change up a little bit,
Mhm.
but well, kind of. It basically just Silent Witch beat out Clevites. That's about what everything that happened.
You're going up. Who picked it first? Haha. No, I'm just kidding. Well done.
Either
Chris.
way,
Well done.
the animation was a huge fucking drop ball in this one. And
Yep.
I don't know how they could have published that without like being in like dire straits, which is the
No,
big
and then,
concerning thing
yeah.
for me.
You see Biggles, and then they cut back to the other view, and look, the entire house is detailed, and the lighting is correct now.
So
It's just bad
what
shit.
they took a couple weeks off and then restarted the show again. Do we think they should have just waited a season and just finish everything with the animation then?
I
'Cause
feel like they should
clearly-
have gotten it all done and then aired it.
Yeah. I wonder if this is kind of like the first episode of season 2 of Kaiju number 8, and I'm not talking about the OVA that was the movie. The first episode, when I first watched the dub right after the sub, they were like Shinomiya instead of Shinomiya, and like in the dub. And then I rewatched it to get the clip how they changed the name for season 2 because I was going to make it like a big part of the video. And then when I recorded it, she said Shinomiya again. And after playing 18 hours straight of the Kaiju number 8 video game, I am convinced that her name should have been Shinomiya the whole time because they're both spelled the same way.
Well, it's not even like there's a different spelling. It's literally just intonation and how you accent the saying. Shinomiya and Shinomiya,
Mhm.
they're the exact same thing. They are the exact same name. It's just like if someone were to say like
Well, Kitagawa and Katagawa are exactly spelled the same, but one's how you say it in Persona 5 and one's how you say it in My Dress Up Darling.
Katagawa is fucking retarded.
Well, that's how they say it in Persona 5.
Well, whoever did Persona 5 is retarded.
Well, a lot of people like Persona 5.
Yeah, well, they're still retarded. Checkmate, atheists.
That's why when I first watched My Dress Up Darling and I saw the spelling, I was like, oh, it's Katagawa. I know how to say that. And then it was Kitagawa. And I was, son of a bitch. I was like, whatever. But Can I just say, if this anime had the artwork that it does in the manga or it does in the game, I would think this anime would be a lot better. And I already love this anime, so
I think it would be about the same for me.
really,
Yeah, because I'm here to watch a kaiju fight. That's about it.
okay.
I'm here to watch people fight kaiju, and that's about it. The
There you go.
story, it's kind of like a solo leveling thing for me, where like the story is give or take. Okay, whatever. I want to see Kafka fight some people, or
Alright.
the vice captain fight some people, or
Oh, man.
Narumi fight some people.
Yeah, well, they fight a lot of people, so that's good. Dude, this episode had the number 6. So he has the King of Kaiju suit on, because number 6 was the undisputed king of the kaiju, the strongest ever until Kafka. And number 9 is technically more of like a creator that we learned either this episode or last week from number 10 when he was talking to the vice captain. But this one, these next 2 episodes are probably going to be one of my favorite parts from the manga.
Oh,
What?
Marcel just burned you so sick.
I don't think the animation would change the fact that Kafka gets cucked in the end. He doesn't get cucked. This has nothing to do with romance. And the fact that
Guys, come on. Biggles has had a rough ride on the short bus lately. Just give him a break this week, okay?
the fact that you guys want him with Mina, the most boring female character ever written, with like barely any good scenes in the entire manga and anime so far, is
You're saying the female lead is completely boring?
she's not the female lead. Kikaru is. She is just a plot device. And if you want to say, I'll fight by your side, well, the vice captain says that to her. And Iharu in this episode says, I joined
true.
for you and I didn't want to, I don't want to leave.
It was a promise that she made as a child that motivated her entire life of choices, so it's the same thing.
Well, whatever. It's just a plot device. It has nothing to, there's like no romance. So you want him to end up with Kikaru? No. Kikaru goes and just hangs out with Narumi, just so you know.
So extra cock, got it.
So you just want him completely asexual to not have female companionship whatsoever.
Sure. I don't want any of them to have anything, actually. I don't want any romance in my Kaiju number 8 show. Because, like Crimson, I'm here to watch them fight kaijus. I don't give a shit about their relationship. But it does
Yeah,
do
but unlike
job
you, I'm
about-
not praising this for being one of the greatest creations ever. I'm just saying it's a cool action series.
I'm saying I love it. But yes. And I'm not saying it is the greatest. I'm saying it's one of my favorites. There's a difference. I can tell the difference between things I really, really like and things that are really, really great. I think this was good. And I actually I enjoy it, but it's not like the greatest story ever written, right? It's got nothing on Full Metal Alchemist when it's compared writing wise, you know. But guess what's not in my top 10 anymore? Full Metal Alchemist, because I like other stuff that are more towards my taste. But this is one of my favorite episodes, or like manga scenes. But we didn't get the part that was my favorite. It looks like that's going to be the start of next episode. You just get Ian Sinclair saying, "That's not the unleashed power of someone who's stuck at 24." So
Yeah, that's a lot higher than 24.
Yeah, he's actually. I don't. Wait, you've read the manga so far, right?
Up to this point, yeah, I have read the manga. Basically, I think what I have read will get me through to the end of this season. Because I got to the start of the war.
Oh, yeah. So I think that might be the end of season 2. I think the wedding that they've mentioned already is going to be the end of this season. I agree. I like it better than Full Metal Alchemist, even though he got the girl at the end. See, it's not important. That one, if they didn't end up together, I'm going to be like, well, what the fuck was with all the points of all their conversations? You know, like they clearly liked each other since they were little, and they clearly are talking like they're going to be in a relationship throughout the whole
Biggles,
thing.
do not open this can of worms again.
There's nothing in this. There's like no romance at all, and Mina's just like, okay, cool. I'm going to go shoot this kaiju now. Thank you. You want to know what's funny? Kaiju number 8, the game, gives Mina so much more character, and like the Relax, which is like a parody of like Nothing But Day Off. So kind of like the episode that no one really liked other than me because it was the vice captain. And then Chris was in it as one of the voice actors. Like her playing the crane game. Like there's one where her playing a crane game and then she wins a kitty and she's like, but other than that, she's boring as fuck. Like in this show, she's like one of the most, she's probably the worst character in the show. But what I was saying is we get Iharu that's about to have an insane thing because apparently Iharu has the ability to unleash in bursts. And then Reno is just going fucking batshit right now because Kaiju number 6 is like taking over. But yeah, these are going to be like 2 of my favorite episodes because they're one of my favorite parts in the manga. But like the final war is going to be where it's at. And thank goodness that the last like 10 chapters aren't going to be like One Punch. They'll actually do it more. Hopefully One Punch isn't 10 episodes, you know? And they're like, oh, we have a season 4 and they're still punching, you know? But they can get this done in 3 seasons pretty easy because the manga's already done and they're going really fast through it. So like at the end of season 1, I didn't think it would start with him going there, but it did. So there's still more to come, but let's talk about Silent Witch now. So
I'm trying to remember where we're at with the Silent Witch right now.
So this last episode, we found out who she broke the barrier.
The prince's backstory. Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember now. Go ahead anyway.
Yeah, so she had broken the barrier to prevent the the betrayer from getting her way and taking out the prince. And then we get the other whatever his name is, Sage, Elliot show up with the maid.
Oh wait, Lewis,
and he chastises her like, I had done this, I didn't. And she's like, well, it did take me like 2 minutes to figure out your super complicated barrier and break it. And
a month of work undone in a minute.
A minute.
Yeah, and so she pleads for mercy because this girl, even though she betrayed everybody, did it for reasons she relates to. And then we get the prince's backstory, and it was another interesting episode. We get Biggles' favorite little villainess having a little fit because she hasn't seen her.
She's sick and she doesn't get to see Monica. Yeah.
It's been 3
How
days.
Can you separate me from my Monica?
Man, she's so fun. But yeah, so we have Elliot and Monica playing chess. They go over the little thing and she's like, well, I just can't see a reason to get mad at you. Like I should have learned the rules instead of just taking your word for it. And he's like, and that's when he remembers the prince. But there's a part where Lewis is fixing the barrier and he says, "Man, the secret witch brewed my barrier because of this and this," and the prince is right there, and he's like, "The silent witch is protecting me." So now I'm going to wonder if he's going to start thinking it's Monica, because we already know Cyril slash Lord Ashley has a good idea that she is the silent witch. Uh, and we have Monica falling asleep on him, kind of, or almost falling asleep on him. Think this wall's really soft. And then he apologizes, and then she breaks down and cries because she knows the truth, and she doesn't want him to be responsible for what happened. Was kind of sad seeing her on the floor begging for forgiveness. Yeah, that's what I just brought up. I didn't read that until after I said that. Um, th- this was an emotional episode. I was like, I don't want to be sad.
I
Makes
think
it more
there's a
funny.
good like testament to Monica's character with how she treated the traitor, especially after like the whole like we're not friends and like you're my friend sort of situation there.
Uh-huh.
Basically, like you should hate me, you should loathe me for everything I've done. Like stop treating me like I'm still your friend.
Uh-huh. Even though she kind of still sees her as her friend, but she's like, no, don't. I was using you. But Casey did seem like she felt bad about it, but it's rough. It was a rough episode. But it was a good episode, and
I
I'm very
think it
much
all
a fan.
like the also like sort of like giving us a reason as to why the prince finds himself like so drawn into Monica's because he like sees himself in her.
That, yeah, thanks to Elliot's playing chess telling us. Um, I like the part where they call in the sister, and they're like, "Well, we can't go into the girls' room," and Neil's just like bats his eyelashes at her. Was like, "Is it too much to ask?" And she's like, "No, we're best friends. I'll do it
Just
right
the complete yandere switch up there,
now.
yes.
I love you so much. I'll do it right now, dear." Like, and I love how she talks too, because she'll like go really slow at like certain words, like extra sound out the words, and then be like, "Oh, neat, Chuck."
The emphasis on the syllables there, yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, overall, it's just a lot of fun. I really like this. I might actually rewatch this episode again and put myself in depression. Was
This
this
one kind of makes me want to get into like the light novels because I hear a lot of people who are fans of the light novels saying saying that they're really good. So
I can't read. Someone find me an audiobook version of it.
why don't you go find yourself an audiobook version of it?
I'm retarded. Okay. All right.
Okay, you can figure out how to stream JRPGs. You can figure out how to pirate an audiobook.
uh, maybe. Maybe.
I believe in you, Biggles. I don't think you're that retarded.
I do. All right.
Look, I can believe in this man all I want, but if he doesn't believe in himself, there's nothing I can do. Fine.
I am far by retarded.
You need to believe, Biggles. You are the chosen one, Biggles.
Yes, but that doesn't involve brain power or reading. All right. I got nothing else. And I'm not feeling well. For those of you that don't know, I went to the doctor. They're like, for my ear hurting, and they're like, "Hey, you have 5 things wrong with you," and I was like, "Awesome!" And then they drugged me up, and now I'm, eh,
And now
just,
I'm
just and,
eh.
and oh, and there's a big storm, and I probably have to get the fucking tree out of my. Well, that was just. There was 5 things wrong with me just here. They didn't look anywhere else. So there's probably way more wrong with me, but it's just my face. We broke it. I have a double ear
Either way,
infection.
like I
have
was
a
saying,
hole in
Biggles
my
has
ear.
had a long, rough ride on the short bus. He needs the break this week. Don't tease him too much, guys.
It's rough. All right. So do things, have fun. I don't know anything else. Little Chad, you want to say anything?
No, just everybody go enjoy Rory Rocks this week. It was fantastic.
Oh,
Crimson?
yes. Ruri Rocks, Gachi Akuta had a good episode this week. Go watch my newest video over at Crimson Law. I just did one on Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. I would appreciate people going and checking that out. Otherwise, I don't know.
Here, I got the video. Where's the chat? Chat. Go watch that video.
Chat. Is this real chat?
It is not. Okay. I know who you're viewing, thanks to Lethal. The Biggles has a cold. In anime, this is when your crush comes over to cook for you. Stay out of my house. They'll probably try to poison me and kill me. That's how most women
Unfortunately
are.
for Biggles, I live on the other end of the United States, so it's not possible.
So Little Chad is in the running for waifu of the year. We have confirmed it at this or right before the stream.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I clicked the wrong. Go ahead.
Are we still going? I was going to say, we confirmed that he is, in fact, a 19-year-old e-girl.
Yes. We have confirmed it. He will be.
If only there was a super secret video in our private chat of me looking at the camera going, you cut.
He was like Crimson Kawaii.
It's not super secret. I sent it to you guys on purpose. It's like,
I know.
what do you expect me to do? I was
hilarious.
drunk. I made something really stupid. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. These guys.
You made something profound and life changing that Biggles needs to make into a transition.
I'm going to make it a clip. I'm going to make it a clip. But so I have limited clips, so I might have to remove some. I'll probably remove the one I don't use, even though I really like it. But I'll have to remove it. But that's all I got. I can't talk for another 28 minutes. I need to go do something before I get even more fucked up by these drugs. So goodbye, everybody. And remember, don't be a filthy goblin.
Like hell we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin. And me...